Hi, I'm Bob from Wise and welcome back to my channel. In this video I'm going to show you how I hung this 70 kilo mirror. It's pretty heavy in my opinion, and I'll show you how I did it.
Well, to start, the first job I had was getting the mirror to the job without damaging it, and the problem was I didn't have a van big enough. And not only that, I wanted a van that I can lie the mirror down in, so I got my friend to help me, and he obviously had a van big enough, and he had a carpeted floor, so at least I knew it wasn't going to get damaged as I was transporting it to the job. Now the harder bit was probably actually taking the mirror into the shop without allowing the mirror to get damaged on the door frame as I was taking it in. I began by using this mobile phone wall scanner to find some studs to screw the mirror to. I then measured the wall to find the centre and cut some pieces of timber to stick underneath the mirror to keep it centred on the wall, and then stuck a length of 3x2 on those pieces so the mirror is sitting on a flat surface. I then drilled a screw to the wall to make sure I was on the right spot. Besides the two screws on the side of the mirror, I only really had the top of the mirror that I could screw straight to the brick, which is good, seeing as hanging such a heavy mirror with plasterboard fixings is quite scary, to be honest. I pre-drilled some holes in the top of the mirror so I can drill masonry bricks straight through those holes and mark exactly on the wall where I would need to drill. We then lifted it onto that 3x2 that we stuck onto those pieces of wood earlier and lined it up with some markings we did on the wall just to know that we had it centred. And then I just got an ordinary drill bit and marked in the plasterboard where I'd be drilling into the masonry. Now just drilling some holes into the brick with a hammer drill. Now to screw it into the wall we used these DTM direct mortar bolts, which the amazing thing is you don't even need any plugs, you just drill the hole and screw them straight into the brick. I decided to add 2 extra screw holes. Originally I had 3, but I decided to add an extra 2 just for extra security. So we had to do the same thing again, just mark it and take the mirror back off the wall so we can use the hammer drill. Now we put it back on the wall again, and this time it was there to stay. So we're just getting centred again, back to our first markings, and this time we're screwing it in and hopefully it's staying. This thing is on solid, thank God. Now it's just removing that batten from underneath, and there you go, it's not gone anywhere. Now for the 2 side ones I wasn't drilling into any brick or anything, so the one on the right I pre-drilled with a wood bit and went straight through with the masonry bit because I had a piece of dot and dab behind there that I could screw the screw straight into. And the one on the left, it just had a timber batten, so I just pre-drilled it and put the screw straight through it. Now before I went further, I just had to clean up all these tools. They were just in my way, and it's horrible to work when you got loads of tools hanging around and it's all a mess. Now this was probably the favourite bit of the job. I plugged those holes that I drilled for the screws, plugged them with some plugs that I used out the same timber. I had some offcuts in my garage, so I made some plugs before I came out and glued them in, so afterwards, by the time I shaved them off, you won't even see that they're there. And they use a wet rag to wipe off any excess glue that comes out as I'm plugging it, and it just makes it so much easier than pulling off any dry glue, and it won't look nice. This is by far the best bit of the job, working in the food industry, getting free chocolate cake. It was really good. Here you see me cutting off the excess of those plugs with a flush cut saw. I did end up scratching the frame a tiny bit, but by the time when I finished, I went over it with a little block plane and put a bit of oil over it, and you couldn't even see it, so it worked out really well. Here I am just going over those scratched bits and where I cut off those plugs and covering those plugs with Danish oil. I really like this Danish oil, and it turned out really well. It looks nice, I think. Now the final bit of the job, cleaning off all the smudges that I left while I was working and all the dust.
If you like this video, please like and subscribe to my channel. Feel free to leave any comments in the comment section below. Thank you for watching again.